Hello and welcome to day 11 of our December daily draw. My name is Miss Ashley and I'm going to teach you how to draw some presents for today. Let's go ahead and get started by grabbing that piece of paper and making sure that it is vertical, which means up and down. I'm going to be using that Sharpie, but I want you to use a pencil so you can, in case you make any mistakes, you can erase. Now the first thing we're going to do is make sure we're drawing that box in the top right corner. And since today is December 11th, we're going to go ahead and write that number 11. You can make it as fancy as you want, or you can just write a simple number 11. Now presents come in all shapes and sizes. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a square, a circle, and a slightly slanted rectangle. You can make these however big you would like. So here we have just some simple shapes. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a bow to the first one by drawing that rainbow on the top, curve up and down, up and down. And I'll add a slightly curved line inside. Next I'm going to draw a curve going down and another curve, and attach it with another curved line. And I'm going to do the same thing on the right side by curve, curve, and connect with another curve. Now this is part of the ribbon, so what I do need to do is I'm going to draw two straight lines, and then I'm going to draw two more straight lines. I just need to make sure to hop over the bow and the ribbon part in the middle. So hop over, and there is our first present. Now ribbons can also be super thin, so all you really need to do for this one is draw a plus sign in the middle, curve out, and two curved lines going down. We're going to draw another bigger ribbon. This time we're going to draw that rainbow, curve up and down, with two curved lines. Then we're going to draw two curved lines on the left with an upside down V. Same on the right, two curved lines, an upside down V. Then I'm going to add just two straight lines. And that's it for drawing our presents. We can go ahead and move on to coloring if you would like. So when you are done, your present should look something like this. So I'm going to go ahead and take some markers. I'm going to be using green for my 11. So I'm just going to take that green and go right over those lines. And also go over my number 11. Now I'm also going to fill that in. I'm just using those long strokes, top to bottom, just to make sure I'm getting all those areas. And then at this point, you can decide what colors you want to use for your presents. Now I'm sticking with reds and greens and blues. The first thing I am going to do is I'm going to be first outlining my bow. as well as the ribbon part. Just going to go for those nice straight lines. And those straight lines. I'm also going to do this ribbon red, so I'm just tracing over those lines. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to next use light green for my present here. So I'm just outlining that box. And I did forget to add that little bit of the ribbon at the bottom, so I'm going to make sure that I take care of that. Now with my present here, I'm actually going to be taking my light green and I'm just going to add some stripes. Again, wrapping paper comes in all sorts of different colors. So you don't have to do the same kind that I'm doing or even the same pattern. You can design your presents however you would like. I'm just trying to get as close as I can to those lines. Now same with my present down here. I'm going to actually outline it in light blue. And I can add some polka dots. And fill those in. All right, make sure if you do fill in any of those areas, there are no white spots. Now for my present down here, I do want to have a dark green bow. So I'm just going to trace over that. And add those lines as well as for the ribbon down here. All right, and I want this present to be red. So I'm just going to outline that box. But I do want this present to have some nice kind of picnic table cloth pattern. It's that gingham style. So I'm just using those nice long strokes with my Mr. Sketch markers. It's a little bit squeaky today. And I'll draw those checkers. Because again, presents come in all sorts of different sizes, as well as the wrapping papers in all sorts of different patterns. Now at this point, you could be done, or you can take it a little bit further by taking some colored pencils. You can go over and color in those bows. So I'm just going to quickly do those colored pencils and color it in. And I will just keep coloring that bow. And I'm just making sure to go over Adding those extra layers of colors. And I'm just going to make sure to color all parts of that ribbon and bow. Make sure you're getting as close as you can to those lines. We don't want to see any white spots on the ribbon. The only white we should see is part of the wrapping paper. And if you want, you can also add a little bit of shading underneath that bow if you would like. Alright, so I'm pressing fairly hard, not too hard though, and I'm making sure to use the side of my colored pencil. And then I'm going to be taking my dark green and coloring this bow as well. All right, and I'm just making sure to go over it a couple times to make sure that color is evenly spread around and that I don't see any white spots. And I'm just going to keep going. You can add some more presents to your background if you would like. I'm just going to be sticking with these three though. But once you are done with that ribbon on your final present, then you have day 11 of our December daily draw done. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a lot of fun drawing these presents, and we will see you tomorrow for our December daily draw. Bye!